Good evening. Oh, no. Good evening. If I can have everybody's attention, please grab your seats. Good evening. Welcome to the Emerson PFA Spring Athletic Ceremony. I wanted to take this time to thank everyone for coming. I want to thank the student athletes, my coaches, as well as the Board of Education and Dr. Nisanoff for supporting Emerson Athletics. I want to also thank the PFA who literally spends countless hours supporting our teams nonstop throughout the year, from running our fundraisers to our concession stands. So if there's any willing parents willing to come help out the group, they're always appreciated. Every now and again, our PFA program goes through a little bit of a transition, and unfortunately after this year we're losing a major piece of our group. Mrs. Kleinman, can you please come up here, please? On behalf of the athletics department as well as the PFA board, thank you for all you did and you continue to do. Thank you. And with that, just some notes about tonight. Unfortunately, we ended up running into the same night. The award ceremony is happening at Park Ridge, so we do have a split ticket, but that's not going to deter our celebration of our student athletes today. So to begin tonight, I'm going to call up the boys tennis team. Please come on up to the stage. Coach Shama. Nice. Hey, boys. So they have this for you.
Thank you.
Don't forget your all-league stuff if you haven't.
Yep.
Boys, right up to the numbers. All the way up.
Good evening, everyone. I want to thank Gus, Sammy, PFA, and everybody else who helped make this season possible for us. I want to thank you all for being here tonight to celebrate this incredible group of student athletes that we have here. This season wasn't easy. We knew from day one that we were competing in one of the toughest divisions around, and while our record did not turn heads from the outside, but to anyone who's been us through the practices, the matches, the bus rides, and the battles on the court, that record doesn't come close to telling the full story. What I saw all this season was heart. I saw effort. I saw players who showed up every day ready to work, ready to improve, and ready to represent Emerson with pride. Not once did they complain about the schedule or the opponents. Instead, they embraced the challenge. That hard-fought win against Lodi, it wasn't just one match. It was a reward for weeks of persistence, grit, and team spirit. And for me as a coach, that was everything. You gave me your best, and that's all I could ever ask of. So tonight, I want to thank each of you for your dedication, your resilience, and the way you carried yourself all season long. You made us proud. Our varsity squad included freshman TJ Rice, sophomore Jeffrey Adams, junior Ethan Amaral, junior Michael Diorio, junior Jacob Murphy, junior Angel Poncemontes, junior Danilo Radulovic, and senior Zafania Rothstein. I want to congratulate my captains, Jacob and Michael and Ethan, who couldn't be here tonight. You guys helped lead the team this year. And I want to especially thank Michael and congratulate him on honorable mention All-League. So, for this season, here's the lessons learned, memories made, and the strength to keep us swinging hard in case we hit it. So, I want to take a moment to recognize a truly special player now, our team's MVP. This player faced the toughest competition every single match. Week after week, he went up against the best from every town we played, often players with years of experience and top-level training. And not only did he not once back down, he never once complained. He just walked onto the court, gave it everything he had, and represented Emerson with courage and class. But what really set him apart wasn't just his play, it was his leadership. As a captain, he led by example, with steady determination and a quiet confidence that sometimes needed to be boosted. Off the court, he helped the team by recruiting a good number of players this year, and he made sure everyone felt like they were a part of something larger. He didn't just play first singles, he set the tone for what it meant to be a part of this program. Congratulations, and thank you for everything you brought to the team this season. Michael DiOrio, you earned this. All right, for the Coaches Award. My award tonight for Coaches Award is really special to me. At the beginning of the season, this player just joined with a simple mindset of, I'll try tennis. No expectations, no background in the sport, just a willingness to give it a shot. And from the very first practice, something stood out about him. By the end of the season, he had become one of the players I look forward to seeing the most. He brought enthusiasm, positivity, and a genuine eagerness to learn the sport every single day. He was coachable, hardworking, and always had a great attitude on and off the court. This is the kind of player coaches hope for. Not just because of his potential, but because of who he is as a teammate, a student, and a person. He makes practices better. He made the team better. I can't wait to see what he does next season. Congratulations, Danilo Rodriguez. Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen. So now to continue our program, I'd like to call up the girls lacrosse team. Everybody come on up. Coach Richard Compagnon.
Oh, look at that.
Girls all the way up to the numbers.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Rich Compagnon, and I'm the varsity girls lacrosse coach for the Emerson Park Ridge program. I'd like to start by thanking Gus, Sammy, Board of Ed, administration, Mr. Hutchinson, Mr. Ponchak, Ms. Murphy for all their support with the sports seasons. This year of girls lacrosse, we moved up a division with schools that have had lacrosse programs for going back 20 plus years now. Wayne Hills, Wayne Valley, PCTI, Pompton Lakes, and Pascack Hills. We graduated 12 seniors from last year, 9 of which were starters. And a lot of the girls left behind to take up those spots had never played lacrosse before they got to high school. So the results were not always what they wanted them to be, but these girls fought every day. Through the ups and downs, a handful of injuries, these girls worked hard, continued to develop, and finished the season trending towards future success that the underclassmen will pick up and continue with. This was also the lowest numbers we've had in the last few years, which meant every girl had a chance to contribute, and they took the most of their time. The varsity program this year consisted of freshmen Liana Arayave, Arini Kustatanasis, Mia Pena, sophomore Kaylee Linehan, juniors Francesca Ramisi, Mackenzie McGinnis, Lindsay Della Rosa, and seniors Jordan Marsh, Sophia Gatilla, Kaylee Ifelice, Phoebe Rivers, Malou Metz, and captain and all-league honor, Kayla Ellick. First for the Coaches Award. This year's Coaches Award goes to one of the most improved and hardest working game day players I've had the pleasure to coach. This year, she showed a tenacity and effort that was much needed and fit in seamlessly alongside the only other returning member of the defense. Even though she will tell you every day she is an offensive weapon that's being held back on the defensive side of the ball, her efforts cannot be overstated, and she had a very impressive season as a starting defender. This year's Coach's Award goes to Phoebe Rivers. This year's MVP award goes to a player who had a career season and one that kept us in many games with an offense that could be inconsistent and young around her. She was calm, consistent, and thoughtful in the way she played the game and helped settle the team down in tight moments. She came into the season with 2 career goals and 3 assists, but she left with a grand total of 14 goals and 4 assists, way blowing past her career totals. This year's MVP, Malou Metz. Thank you and have a good night.
So as I mentioned earlier, the boys lacrosse program is, Park Ridge is hosting their ceremony at the same time. So I will be presenting the speech. If I can get Matthew Capilouti up here. Come right up. So this is to understand the success this year's boys varsity lacrosse team had. You should know that last year they went 0-9 to start the season and won only 5 games all season. This season, they set the program record for most wins, achieving an overall record of 14-5. Notably, they notched wins against longtime rivals Fairlawn, Rutherford, defeated Waldwick on a goal scored in the final 9 seconds of the game, and routed Hawthorne 19-1. 3 of our losses were by 2 goals or less. They made appearances in the Bergen County Invitational Tournament for the first time in years, as well as the state sectionals. Although we did not go as far as we hoped in the tournament, our presence in them was its own victory. We will continue to build this success in the coming years, and I want to thank Matthew for his hard work. And it's not easy being the only kid from Emerson on a team of Park Ridge kids. So congratulations. Matthew was also named the MVP of the boys lacrosse team. So congratulations, Matthew. So without repeating myself, golf is over at Park Ridge. If I can get all my golfers up here. What's up, guys? Go all the way up to those numbers. So Coach's speech begins. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for all being here tonight and celebrating another memorable season for golf. As we close out the chapter on this year, I want to take a moment to reflect on what we've accomplished, not just in scorecards, but in teamwork, growth, and character. To our players, I'm incredibly proud of the dedication and sportsmanship each of you brought to the course this season. Golf is a game of patience, focus, resilience, and you've shown all 3, whether it was grinding through 9 holes in the rain or bouncing back after a tough round. This year, we had some standout performances. Oliver Liu shot a 39 at Overpeck GC in a match with Waldwick. The team finished with a record of 11-7 with wins over Waldwick, Hawthorne, Midland Park. But beyond the numbers, what really stood out was how this team supported one another on and off the course. To the families and supporters, thank you for all that you do for our student athletes. We appreciate all that you did on a daily basis, and thank you. And to our school administration, thank you sincerely for all your continued support of the golf program, from scheduling, transportation, to facilities, resources. You've given our athletes the opportunity to grow and compete, and we are deeply appreciative. Your backing makes it possible for this team to thrive and represent our schools with pride. As we look ahead to next season, I feel nothing but excitement. We have a strong core, a great culture, and a lot of momentum. Let's keep building on what we started one swing, one round, and one season at a time. Congratulations to the boys, and look forward to another great season. So the Coaches Award for this year goes to Colin Hogle. And this year's MVP is for Oliver Liu. Ladies and gentlemen, our golf team. Thank you, guys. Okay, moving the program along, I want to call up the entire baseball team, both varsity and JV, up to the stage. Coach Summerhalter and Anthony Sturm, Coach Izzo, come on up. No, you. You first? You first. You first, then. You first. Don't mess up my speech. Okay. Varsity, JV list.
Oh, okay. Might have the varsity kid?
You can do the varsity kids and the JV kids. I don't care less. You can do the JV kids and then follow them up. Whatever's easier for you.
I'll do the varsity, the JV.
All right, just let them know.
All right, good evening, everyone. Thank you all for being here tonight to celebrate our spring athletes and the hard work and dedication they've shown throughout the season. First, I want to thank the PFA for their continued support of our student athletes and programs. Your efforts behind the scenes never go unnoticed, and we are truly grateful. To Gus, Sammy, the EHS administrative team, Board of Education, and all the parents, thank you for always being there. Your commitment to our athletes through long days, late games, and unpredictable weather means more than you know. And to our student body, your spirit and pride fuel this team and give them something bigger to play for than themselves. To our athletes, you showed up, you put in the work, you competed with heart, and you represented Emerson with pride. Thank you for your grit, resilience, and love for the game. I'd like to give a big thank you to my coaching staff, Chris Izzo, Joe Palumbit, Mark Summerhalter, and Anthony Sturm. Your knowledge, time, and tireless effort help shape this team. You don't just teach baseball, you mentor, motivate, and mold these young men, and I'm lucky to work alongside you all. As for our season, our final record was 11-15-1, but don't let that number define who you were. We played one of the toughest Group 1 schedules in North Jersey and battled all year long. It felt like every time we stepped in the field, we were facing an opposing team's ace. And that wasn't by accident. Teams circled us on their calendars. Regardless of our record, they wanted to beat us. And that says a lot about our program and the respect that you've earned. We're one of the most fundamentally sound teams defensively, and we were extremely successful on the mound. Through every high and low, this team stuck together. They played for each other, and with only 2 seniors on the roster, they showed incredible poise and promise. I want to take a moment to thank those two seniors and recognize them. Liam Patterman and Matt Sabatella. Liam has been a 3-year starter for us at third base and on the mound. He's been a leader on and off the field. When we needed a big hit or a clutch play, Liam delivered. It's been a pleasure coaching him over these past 4 years, and he will be missed. Matt Sabatella is a 4-year starter who made his presence known from day one. Whether he was in the starting rotation, holding it down at first base, or locking down the outfield, Matt was a force. On the mound, in the batter's box, and in the dugout. I was very lucky to coach a player like Matt. His talent, work ethic, and leadership helped set the tone for this team. To Liam and Matt, thank you for everything. You leave behind a legacy that our younger players will look up to and strive to match. To our underclassmen, your journey is just beginning. Keep building, keep working, and keep believing in each other and what this program represents. I want to recognize a few players that received All-League honors. Our first-team All-League players this year were Matt Sabatella, Liam Patterman, and Michael Amoya. Second-team All-League, Ryan Daubel and Julian Morales. An honorable mention, John Piccarello. Each of these players earned the recognition through consistent effort, discipline, and impact on the field, and congratulations to you all. All right, lastly, before I announce all the players' names, I want to announce our MVP and Coaches Award. So I'm going to start with our Coaches Award first. Our Coaches Award goes to a player who's been a major contributor to our team. With multiple years on varsity, he's been a leader on and off the field. He worked hard and played even harder. Every day he came ready to improve and do whatever it took to help his team win. I'm proud of this young man. I'm proud to be this young man's coach, and I know he has a bright future ahead of him. Next year he'll be attending Montclair State University to study political science. Our 2025 Coaches Award winner, Liam Patterman. Okay, our MVP goes to a 4-year starter who made an immediate impact from day one. This season, he reached a major milestone, his 100th career strikeout. He also led our team in batting average, hits, doubles, and home runs. He's been the heartbeat of our lineup and a dominant presence on the mound. He'll be continuing his baseball career at Stockton University. Congratulations to MVP Matt Sabatella. Okay, I'm going to announce our varsity team this year. First up, junior Michael Amoya, sophomore AJ Calderon, junior Jaden Chewinski, sophomore Ryan Daubel, freshman Danny Dominguez, junior Daniel Galeazza, junior Nick Giella, junior Nick Gito, sophomore John Kennedy, sophomore Keaton Matthews, sophomore Dominic McGalley, junior Julian Morales, senior Liam Patterman, junior John Piccarello, junior Tony Rinkowitz, senior Matt Sabatella, sophomore Owen Worthington, and freshman 9th grade Sean Zimmerman. And again, thank you for an incredible season, and thank you for all your continued support of the Emerson baseball program.
Good evening, everyone. To start, I want to thank Dr. Nisanoff, Coach Sommerhalter, and Coach Izzo for bringing me back for my second year, along with a thank you to our athletic director, Gus, for ensuring safety for our players, and Sammy for getting us games and transportation. This year, we had a record of 10-7-1 with key games against Pompton Lakes, Glen Rock, and Waldwick. This team has worked extremely hard this season, and it shows with their success. It is my great privilege to recognize and honor a truly exceptional member of our JV baseball team. This award goes to a player whose dedication and commitment extend far beyond the baseball diamond. As many of us know, baseball is a sport where failure is more common than success. And despite this challenge, this player has demonstrated remarkable discipline, teamwork, and integrity, continually growing both as an athlete and as an individual. Every day, they embody these values, setting a powerful example of what it truly means to be a student athlete and a leader. This individual consistently demonstrates outstanding work ethic during practices and games, always striving to improve and pushing teammates to do the same. It is a privilege to watch each determination in action. The impact made here will undoubtedly resonate for years to come, both within our program and beyond. Please join me in congratulating AJ Calderon for the Coaches Award. Thank you. The JV team, junior, Aiden Aris, freshman, Luke Asmar, freshman, Brandon Bolger, sophomore, Nick Sakala, sophomore, Ben Denenza, freshman, Chris Doherty, freshman, Santiago Gray, sophomore, Caden Healy, freshman, Logan Manning, sophomore, Brandon Matthews, sophomore, Patrick McNamara, sophomore, Mike Michella, sophomore, Kengo Matsurama, freshman, Juan Nueves, sophomore, Nolan Patterman, freshman, Joseph Plorty, freshman, Kenji, freshman, Damian, and freshman, Darren Humans. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, boys. Okay, if I can please have both varsity and JV softball come on up. Coach Nancy Graff. All the way up to the numbers, girls.
I went the other way. Hey guys, what's going on? I wasn't really paying attention. What's going on? Hey everybody. Hey, so nice to see you. Hey, hey, long time no see. What's going on? Hey.
Girls, move up to the numbers.
Go on, keep going, keep going. Alright, come on everybody. Alright, let's count.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to go through a little bit of our season real quick. So right now our record stands at 16-9. Our season's been highlighted by exciting wins over Riverdale and Glenrock. In the Glenrock game, we went yard twice with Sophie Nisanoff and Julia Cerritos, both hitting home runs. We also made a run to the BIT semifinal and made the Final Four there. We're also, I told the kids today, we're only one of 9 Bergen County schools still playing in the state tournament right now, but we are now. As of about 6 o'clock, we're one of eight playing, so. We've reached the section semifinal and face off against Waldwick tomorrow. So if anybody's looking for something to do, 4:15 over in Waldwick, get loud, get rowdy. We're looking for a little revenge, so hopefully we take care of business. Our varsity letter winners this year are freshmen Olivia Samuels and Ava Criscola. Sophomores, Megan DeMagistris, Demi Graham, Skylar Romaine, and Brielle Schumeyer. Juniors, Sophia Centeno, Kylie Grampone, Gabby McCutchie, Julia Cerritos, Joanna Vigna, and Addison Humans. I think I did a little better than the announcer at the BIT. Okay. All of our seniors, I'm going to go through them now, have displayed great leadership throughout the season and throughout their careers. They've really been a good group for us over the past 4 years, and we're going to miss them. First is Charlotte Frick, who's a 4-year player in our program and a 2-year varsity letter winner. She's contributed a big bat over her 4 years, and I know she noted in her senior superlative thing that she was most proud of her home run against Union City, but she had a really nice hit. That was before she had a really nice hit against New Milford, driving in a run and helping us win that game. And I just want to say, when that hit happened, the bench like exploded, and that tells you about what kind of teammate Charlotte is. She also keeps Joanna in line, and we really appreciate that as well. Next is Gigi Pascalino, a 4-year player in our program and a 2-year varsity letter winner. Gigi has been a great role model to our younger players with her work ethic and her willingness to speak up when needed. She was used this year primarily as a pinch hitting role. This year, Gigi had a couple of big hits down the stretch, helping us secure a win over Cresskill and also in our New Milford game on this past Saturday. Next, I'm just going to go right into our Coaches Award winners, and they're Alyssa Gabriel and Sophie Nisanoff. Alyssa is a 4-year player in our program and a 4-year starter in the outfield. She has been old reliable for us out in right field. Alyssa is like another coach on the field. I think that's because there's another coach in her family. She takes pitches to get on base via the walk, and she also takes pitches like literally. We were joking the other day that she likely holds the record for the most hit by pitch with 22 career hit by pitch, which, you know, if you're smart, you just lean into it, you know. She communicates all our practices, practice times, and make sure everybody's, knows where to be. And she's also taken the initiative to be the person that really speaks up in our post-game huddles, and that's always nice as a coach to not be the only one speaking there. You want the players to lead as well. And it's no surprise she's going to be studying sports and recreation management at college at JMU. Next, our other Coaches Award winner is Sophie Nisanoff. Sophie is a 4-year varsity player and a 4-year starter. I've asked Sophie to do a lot of things over the last 4 years. So it was to move from second to short, then to move back from short to second. And this year I asked her to take on the DH role in a good portion of our games. And she primarily played second base for most of the games, but I did ask her to give up some playing time for another player, Julia Cerritos, who really has done a nice job at second, and I wanted to get them both out there. And I know all those things that I asked of her weren't necessarily the best thing for Sophie, but they were the best thing for our team. So I appreciate her taking that on. And we talk a lot on our team about the concept of medita, like, can you just be as happy for your teammate's success as you are for your own? And it's an easy thing to say, and it's a harder thing to do. And I think she really modeled that this year, encouraging Julia, and then vice versa. I think Julia encouraged her back, and it was really neat to see as a coach those two players elevate each other and really take their game to the next level. So kudos to you on that. This year's MVP goes to Jillian Kleinman. Get some applause. Jillian is a 4-year letter winner and a 4-year starter at third base for us. She's been solid on defense this year, really improving on all aspects of her game, which is just attributes to the work she put in. Offensively, Jillian came in as a freshman, and we dubbed her the walk-off queen. She had 2 walk-off hits in her freshman year that were really big wins for us. She hasn't really stopped hitting. In the last 4 games, she's gotten 10 hits. I don't know if you knew that. And she's upped her career total to 93 hits on her career, and counting, because we're still going. Jillian has consistently powered our offense this year, batting .400 with 18 RBIs and 11 multi-hit games. So she's really been a big cog in our wheel there. For our All-League honors, honorable mention is Joanna Vignas, second team All-League, Sophia Nisnoff and Julia Saritas. First team All-League are Sophia Centeno, Gabby McCutcheon, and Jillian Kleinman. And first team All-League and third team All-County is Brielle Schumeyer. I'm going to hand it off to you.
Good evening. I'm Amanda Vitri. I'm the JV softball coach. So I just kind of wanted to talk about them real fast. This JV softball season, we finished up at 6-4, which is not, a crazy big difference. But I would just like to point out that we actually outscored our opponents 79-47, which is a pretty big difference. And to just somewhat quote Forrest Gump, I always say that JV softball is kind of like a box of chocolates because you just never know what you're going to get. Each year brings different players, skill sets, fielding combos, and different team chemistry. This year brought overall, I would say, the strongest skills that I've had in my 8 years of coaching JV softball here. We had 2 pitchers, 2 catchers, which I think is the first time that has ever happened. Typically, I get maybe 1 pitcher, 1 catcher. Usually I'm kind of playing roulette of like, okay, who's pitching today, who's catching today, and I kind of have to ask a girl to kind of step up and do that for me, and I didn't have to do that this year. We were incredibly fortunate to be able to field a team with talented players. Not that I think everybody in this room is following closely JV softball, but a lot of high schools are having a very difficult time fielding JV softball teams. So the fact that we have 12 incredibly talented girls here playing is incredible. So I'm excited for what the future holds for these girls. And this year's Coaches Award goes to a player who can play any position on the field and does so willingly, which is always an awesome thing. She started out in the outfield for me and then consistently pretty much played in the infield for me, was at second base, plays at third place, plays at second, shortstop. I can put her anywhere on the field. She's a reliable hitter. She batted leadoff for us all season. So this year's Coaches Award goes to Peyton Miller.
Thank you, ladies. Okay, next up, if I have any middle school trackers, please come on up. Go all the way up to the line. Perfect. Yep, just move all the way up. So unfortunately, Coach couldn't be here tonight, but she did give me a few comments to read off. For those who don't know, middle school track is a pretty big introduction to walk into an athletic event, especially most of them seeing the track championships, which was roughly 16 to 18 middle schools all competing in one location. The grit, the determination, their first experience as track athletes here on our wonderful facilities was a positive experience, and I want to thank all of them for joining and participating in this year's track team. On the boys' side, Coach has written, "Good evening, everyone. Tonight, we're proud to recognize a young man whose dedication, speed, and sportsmanship have made a big impact on our track team. Jacob Behrens has shown what it means to be a leader, not just by winning races, by setting an example for others in how he trains, encourages his teammates, and never gives up. Whether sprinting through the last lap or cheering others from the sidelines, he gave it his all. His consistency, attitude, and effort truly set him apart. Congratulations, Jacob. You've earned this, and we can't wait to see you where you go next year. Coach's Award this year on the boys' side, Jacob Behrens. On the girls' side, we're thrilled to celebrate an athlete who embodies both strength and amazing spirit on our track team. Kaylee Paco pushed herself with every practice, every meet, and every mile. Her drive, determination, and grace under pressure have been inspiring. She's not just a runner, she's a role model. Whether winning medals or motivating teammates on tough days, Kaylee brings heart and hustle to everything she does. Congratulations, we're so proud of you. Your journey is just beginning and the track ahead looks bright. Congratulations, Kaylee. And with that, please, another round of applause for our middle school track team. So with this being next announcement being kind of big, I wanted to take the time and we decided to split up the team a little bit. So we're going to bring up the boys track team first. Coach Ledgerwood. Move all the way down and go right up to the front. Smush it in there. Don't be shy. I'm fun yet? Oh, yeah. What? No. We'll keep them separate.
Good evening, everybody. First, I'd like to thank Dr. Nisanoff, the Board of Education, Mr. Hutchinson, Ms. Murphy, Mr. Ponchak, Sammy, Gus, our athletes, both the boys and the girls, who we'll bring up in a second. And a huge thank you to the PFA, our track parents especially, and Kristen Del Rosso. Without you, we wouldn't be watered, and they wouldn't be fed, and they'd be very unhappy athletes. So congratulations to all the teams and athletes for such a successful year for Cavo Athletics. For interest of time, I know this will make everybody happy, I'm not going to read all of our varsity letter winners and all of our seniors because that would take a long time. We have 22 seniors between the girls and the guys teams and a lot of varsity letter winners. And I will mention throughout as I talk about various people our first team all-league athletes. So I'm going to start with our JV Coaches Awards. This young lady was willing to help the team. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. You split them up. So you're throwing me off. Sorry. Let me start again. Our JV Coaches Award for the boys. This young man is quiet, but always came to practice to work hard and try to improve. His hard work paid off as he improved immensely throughout the season and really had a strong showing at the sophomore meet. We expect him to contribute on varsity relays next spring. Our JV Coaches Award goes to Ricky Garcia.
Yeah, Ricky.
For one. Okay. See if we get this one. I don't think so. I'm going to skip ahead to our Rookie of the Year for the boys. So this young man excelled in multiple events, the high jump, the triple jump, the long jump. We threw him in a 400. And he really improved throughout the year. He scored over 70 varsity points as a freshman. He always had a smile on his face, and he genuinely cared about improving, cared about his team, and especially helping out his teammates. We're excited to see what he could do next year. And unfortunately, I don't think he's here either. He is here. Where is he? He just got here. All right. Our rookie of the year is Adonis Pabon. All right, so we got one. All right, that's good. Okay, so now for our Spirit Award. And just quick background. We had a person on the team a bunch of years back now. Some of you may remember the name, but a girl named Hannah Patel. And she is hard to describe in terms of how much she cared about the team and her spirit of her elation of just being part of a team, and that she brought that every day, and she knew everybody's birthday, and she was just excited about everything. In fact, I still get birthday cards from her every year, and this is like 10 years ago. So this Spirit Award, we always like to sort of put it in her name. And until now, we've never had a repeat winner. But there's no one that lives the Cavo spirit more than this young man. He's stepped up this year to be the ultimate embodiment of what Cavo track is all about. He's become a senior leader along with the rest of our seniors. And we'd like to thank him for always making us laugh, whether at him or just in general. So the Spirit Award goes to, again, Jake Mancino. Okay, so before I go to the Coaches Awards real quick, just to give, because my timing got all thrown off here, but just to give a quick recap for our boys. After a rough season 2 years ago, they improved last year, and this year improved again. Our league has always been tough, but the last few years has been extremely tough with teams that are much bigger than we are. So it's hard, it's tough to compete, but we always manage to do it. This boys team was 6-2 in the NJIC Patriot Division and close in every meet. Runners up in both the Bergen County Relays and County Groups, and there's a little caveat to that because we're used to winning that meet, but when Hasbrook Heights, who's one of the best small school teams in the entire state, drops down, it makes it real tough. So as far as we're concerned, we're still the best small school team in the entire county. Anyway. All right, so for our Coaches Awards for the boys. So with 12 seniors, it's tough to give this award to only 2. We would love to give it to all of them. They all played their roles, and they're all deserving in their own ways. But these 2 young men were chosen because they've been a huge part of our program over the past 4 years. They're both willing to do any event, do whatever else is asked of them in order to improve, in order to make the program better. And again, we could say this about all of them. We thank them for their leadership, maturity, and positive attitudes. They will always be part of the Cavo Track family. Our Coaches Awards winners are Gabriel Molina and Peter Forsdahl. And I also have to mention that Pete was first team All-League in the pole vault as well. All right. Okay, so I guess go to our MVPs for the boys. As I stated earlier, it's tough to choose awards when you have 12 deserving seniors. Our co-MVPs scored well over 200 combined points this season, helping to lead our boys team to a 6-2, as I said, in the NJIC Patriot Division. They both played significant roles in leading the team in competition and really helped to teach our younger athletes what it means to compete with determination and desire to win. They were always out there trying to coach our young athletes up. And as you can see, we only have 4 coaches for a lot of kids. So to have them and the rest of the seniors doing that is really a huge part of our success. Here are some of their stats. Our first recipient was first team All NJIC Patriot in the shot put, his best throw being 46-11. Second team All NJIC Patriot in the discus, best throw of 131-1. Our other recipient was first team All NJIC Patriot Division at large. Basically, he got hurt during that meet, and the coaches vote on athletes that, would have scored in multiple events, would have been a factor in the team scoring, things like that. So he was a unanimous choice by the coaches in the league for this honor. He qualified for the state Group 1 championship in the triple jump, made the finals, which is no easy task, and in doing so became number 5 all-time in school history in the triple jump with a jump of 43.1 So our boys MVPs are Leo Danziger and Andrew Pazdar. Yeah, and Andrew just asked why he didn't hear that before about the first team all league, but we're so under code of silence until it's finalized. And I never heard whether it was finalized, so now it's over anyway, so I said it. Girls? All right, gentlemen, thank you. Seniors, we love you guys. Now you get to switch with the ladies. Oh, yeah. And by the way, the guys wanted to bring this up. This is King George II. There's a long and storied history here, which I'm not going to go into. But if you're interested, feel free. I can tell you anytime. And I am not the one who took that, by the way. Just saying. Ladies, come on up. All of you. Okay. Did I miss anything? Yes. Yeah. So to start, as they mentioned, this is our girls 4x1 relay as well. So I'll talk about them in a second. What? Oh, the 4x4 too. That's right. Good call. So to start, just a quick recap. Our girls this year, our girls division, NJIC Patriot, was probably the most evenly matched division that I've seen in my entire time here. Every single dual meet was close. All of them that we won were within somewhere around 10 points or less, and the one that we lost was also less than 10 points. So it could have gone either way. That doesn't always predict who's going to win the league championship at the league meet, but still, going 7-1 in a division this tough is a great accomplishment. They were the runner-up in the Bergen County Relays, and our senior girls, who aren't here, but they'll graduate with a 28-4 dual meet record, which is really impressive. So I'll just jump right in. Our rookies of the year for the girls. They are the present and the future of our program. They collectively scored over 200 points this season. Their contributions were key to our success. The sky's the limit for both of them. I won't tell you every event that they've done. They know who I'm talking about. This wonderful tandem over here. Our rookies of the year are Mackenzie Dillon and Brianna Tannenholz. Okay, so where am I? Okay, Coach's Award for the girls. She's not here. One of our quiet leaders, this young lady leads by example. Always wearing a huge smile, she's become an unmistakable face of Cavo Track. Whether competing in different events, wherever we ask her to be, whether it's running an 800 a few years ago, the high hurdles, you name it, she's done it. Or talking to the younger athletes, she always gives her all to the track program. She was first team all-league in the pole vault, and we thank her and wish her the best of luck. She will certainly be missed. Our Coach's Award winner is Olivia Kapuscinski. Okay, last but certainly not least, our MVP for the girls. This young lady has been one of the pillars of our program for the past 3 years. She's one of our unquestioned leaders, helping the girls to that 7-1 record in the Patriot Division. Excelling in the 400 and the triple jump, she was one of our most consistent scorers, and we know that we can count on her to perform in big meets. Here are some of her stats. Second team all-league in the 400. The leadoff leg of the County Group D 4x1 champions, and that's them right here. Third place at the Group 1 North 1 State Sectional Championships in the triple jump. Fourth all-time in school history in the 400 at 62.89 seconds. Second all-time in school history in the triple jump at 35 feet, 7 3/4. And she was the 6th place medalist at the State Group 1 Championships this past weekend in the triple jump. Our girls' MVP is Ali Palladino. Thank you very much.
So just a few housekeeping stuff here. So I want to remind everybody, girls softball is playing tomorrow at Waldwick. It's a 4 o'clock start state game, and I'd love to see everybody there just to cheer louder than they do. Number 2, all the seniors who were here tonight, please stop at the table in the front. We have your senior plaques. Please take your senior plaques with you tonight, and we'll get the rest out during the senior ceremony. But thank you, everybody, for coming. I hope you enjoyed the night. Please grab some desserts, and good luck to the girls tomorrow.
But who's it for? Okay.